Hello, here is a gameplay on Foxxy on one handicap against a 2Q opponent where black won by 10 points, but actually it could have been a much bigger margin if black managed to kill the dragon on the right side in an earlier chase during the middle game. So let's check it out. Komoko, then Sansan. Now white is playing the Komoko facing black top right corner, which gives black nice direction of play to attack like this. Kakari hides fine. And white plays a pretty questionable move. Normally here, white goes r5, attaches under, then pulls back. And this Joseki gives white more territory in the corner than the other one. And the other move is actually played against the low approach. So when black plays r5, then kick and extend in order to set up a base. So this is a very trendy variation, but overall it still feels good for black to develop the right side. So this is actually the same formation that happened in the game, but in a different order. So overall this is good for black to develop towards r16. Now white approaches the top right corner to prevent the Shimari. That's a pretty good move. White is alert about the Moyo. And here black should play a high move. It's either the Kosumi q15 or the Keima q14. In this case Keima q14 it's a little better because it narrows the gap between the top right corner and the extension at q9. So it's going to be a little tougher for white to invade. But playing a move like r13, it's a bit low. And in this case, white can go for a shoulder hit, q14, then attach in the corner, block at q16, and now extend in the top. Something like this. So this way, it keeps the right side for black pretty low. Now, white played in the corner directly. So that's the Joseki white should consider q14 combined with r17. Like this, yeah, again black will play the Hane, that's good. And here, oops, that's a misclick. White should still play q16 and then extend in the top. It can also be a high extension, but white should set up a light shape, settle the group and run away. Of course white can just go down to fix the corner immediately, but in this case black will play away this move or the Sansan invasion. So for white it's a vital point to play q16. When white goes down, black should immediately play q16, because that's a key move for both white and black in the locker situation. This way, white doesn't have eye shape anymore, so white needs to turn in the corner or maybe extend in the top. But either way, these exchanges are good for black, because black is going to set up the Moe on the right side, and then play in the top left corner or approach the left side somehow. So in general, it's good to take your opponent's nice spot. And the nice spot in the top right was q16. Now this is a pretty big point, very tight and solid. So again, white should just fix the group and then play away. Yeah, that's an interesting move to attack and put pressure on the top right. But yeah, finally white is playing the key move and will leave right away. White can just turn in the corner s18 to stay safe, but let's see. The push again like this, it's actually helping black, because black will make a tiger mouth, which is a nice shape, and white is still on the run. If white wants to play something to go out in the middle, p14 is the right shape. So push, black blocks, is nice, then invade. In fact, if white wants to play a pincer, it would be l17, because this puts some pressure on n17, then when black comes out, white can extend. Push again is possible too, and then extend for a base in the top. Now if black takes away the base like this at s18, white has a very nice Tesuji to connect under. So sacrifice a stone in order to link. And if black separates by playing o18, white can turn, then play a peep, threatening some eye shape, then block. Now either leaves like this or like this. So the corner is alive, and white also has a base in the top. But playing this kind of invasion doesn't put enough pressure on n17. So black can just extend for a base. This feels good. Now white also extends for a base, and black protects. Black can actually skip this move Actually, well, it's not bad to defend, but let's say black plays c10. If white goes d16, black will just connect, and if white plays c16, black can cut and capture the stone. When white goes down, black will just extend in the corner. b17 will capture too, but going down captures more. I mean, it's the corner gets bigger. So anyway, black played very tight and solid here, and white approached the left side. That's a pretty big point. That's a large Fuseki point, but the two stones in the top are quite thin. Now this is a very big move because it takes away white's base, so white will start running now. White doesn't have time to play here. White should come out, either with a 2-space jump or a 1-space jump, but it's quite important to fix the top now. It's more urgent. So black jumps too. That's a good idea because now the top right it's more in danger. Here black can actually think about O15. Puts more pressure on the group. So when Tsuke, Hane, pull back, defend with nice shape, white has to leave. And then put pressure on the other group. Maybe it's a bit difficult to kill the top because of all the eye shape the Suji white can find here. But yeah, the idea is good. Black comes out, tries to surround the top right corner. So here is natural to cover right away. White will go down, black connects, white still needs to struggle for eye shape. Not even easy, like this. Black plays here. Yeah, this will survive. Okay, and like this, again it's alive and small. So black wants to put more pressure on the group. Yeah, this might work too. Atari, then block. Now here actually, black is missing a pretty good chance because the vital point is q18. So when black plays here, white's way to survive is to play Hane under, but black can just block now. And then when white goes down, black will take away a liberty like this. I mean remove the eye shape. And when white plays p18, just Hane. So black could already kill this group with q18. Now when push block, when Hane in the top, on this cut, black has to resist. So Atari and keep going. So this will be very tough for white. Already 1-0 in this fight, in this game, for black in the fights. So here, black is losing tempo, taking the call. Normally, black can just attack from the outside. Now white has to leave, but black doesn't have to capture 2 stones. Capturing 2 stones here, it's only 4 points. So it's more important to play a big point like J3. If white connects, and black is still afraid of all those cutting points, black connects on the outside. But the 2 stones are not so important. On the other hand, black can still try to kill everything by playing the key point at q18. Now if white comes out, black will take the call, and when black meets the call, the group dies inside. And it's not such an easy call for white actually. So first, black captures. Now as a co-threat, white might play s14 for example. On this move, black can catch the stones in the top. If white plays Atari here, that makes black strong, and white captures the call. Now let's see a co-threat for black. This call is actually very light for black. Black can play a peep here. If white feels the call, push through and cut. So take a nice corner. And in the end, well, black can also play q17 to catch 2 more stones, but they are not so important right now. So this can be a problem. Taking the core right away gives white life, and then capture another stone in Gote. So here black is losing tempo. When Atari from the outside, white leaves, oops, and then black plays away. That's the way. So white got another big point. Well, black looks very strong on the right side, but those ponukis, one next to each other, makes black a little bit over concentrated. Very nice idea to play a submarine move. E2 is absolutely fine. When white blocks, just push and extend for a base. Because for white it's interesting to, for black it's interesting to damage the bottom side. Now when D2, white can play on the outside, for example F2 or E3, and allow black leave in the corner. And chase the group actually. Black it's on the run like this. This is a fighting variation. But white can just extend, then black has to leave in the corner like this, and white goes for a lot of outside thickness. That's an option too. And with this move, black usually goes in the corner, white blocks, black goes for vital point, white will double up to prevent black going out. Then black leaves small in the corner, but again white gets a lot on the outside. So this feels nice for white. But yeah, white can block the sun or bump. Then black has to go out, block the corner, then extend. So this way black will leave on the bottom side, but white gets a nice profit on the left, and also the double up at k3 will give the lower right corner area. So sun, push. First, black should go in the direction of g3. Now if white defends the corner again, black will slide and just look for a base on the bottom. If white plays j3, then it's good to push in the corner, turn in cente, hane also, and jump out. Because for black it's interesting to damage this g3 area more than living inside the corner. So here white can change his mind and put pressure on the outside. I mean, instead of blocking. Because if white just follows, then black is happy to get this kind of base. So it was a good idea for white to play f3. Now before going into the corner, black can play Kosumi, then hane in the corner, Atari, push again, and this group lives in cente. So after leaving in cente, black can reduce the potential, the moyo. Atari here, push again, then go down. So luckily it's alive even after Tenuki. Playing like this, black will leave smaller. And in fact, this was very dangerous. When black played b1, white can peep, threatening to cut. Even if black plays Atari here, black needs to come back. So when black comes back b2 or c1, white will just double up f2, and black has only one eye in the corner. So the entire group dies. Now if black goes out, instead of playing c1, for example, e3 and then hane, this way black leaves very small. 2 points, quite painful. So playing b2 is not the right move here. Atari it's okay, one time, then push, then hane under. If white blocks with the cover, then just hane, and this hane white cannot block, needs to nobi, then push again, nobi again, and now if black connects the corner, black leaves in gote, but if push again like this, black already lives in cente. So now play a big point and sacrifice the cornerstone. The group is alive anyway. So usually, when one needs to leave, especially in corners, you gotta look for a way to expand the eye space. Not immediately play a move like b2 or b1 or a2, because this will just get less eye space somehow for black. So white was kind, he blocked here, empty triangle, then black can just expand his eye space. Now black is alive. Black can also go down, because when b1, c1 will give an eye at d1 and an eye in the corner. And going down e1, black can push f1 or push and cut. It will damage more on the bottom side in the endgame. But yeah, this group could die and now it's alive. Now with this move, white is trying to reduce the right side. So black plays a peep with fighting spirit, that's nice. Then separates that p7 from the bottom. Actually for white it's more interesting to play n6, because n6 is connected to o3. And in the meantime it limits the moyo. So the moyo for white will grow from here to the center, but black it's kind of limited on the right side. So that's the border of moyo, it's around here. That imaginary line, a sector line. Therefore, it's good for black to separate. Close fighting spirit. And now black can continue like this to kill everything. Push one time, black it's all connected, and surround the intruder. Well, this feels proper too. Keep the right side, then white it's on the run. And being so strong on the right, black doesn't have to play from the strong formation. It's better to, well, push one time here in center, it's okay. Then jump, for example, n8. Don't let white come into the center. So when white plays the Hane, black will go down. If white connects, push the entire group into the top, where black has those ponukis, a very thick formation. It's gonna be hard for white to escape. And even so, it feels quite difficult. So the natural move for white here is to simply jump out. And then he has a chance. Like this, white is actually pairing his group on the right side. Well, with this jump, white wants a big box on the left, but black should simply play a Nick and Toby. One space jump, it's really bad. When white turns, jump again. If white plays Atari here, go out or descend. When white captures a stone, try to false the eye, and everything is dead inside. Difficult to make twice here. Even if white plays moves like this and goes down, going down here doesn't give ice. So black can false like that, or don't play anything, just play away, and the group is going to die. Because when white connects, this is just one eye. And it's very difficult to make another eye around here. So the entire thing is dead, and black builds a lot on the right side. Now this is a bit loose, and white can try and attach like this or like this. Let's see how white tries to go out here. Go down, it's okay, keep the territory. But in fact, if black plays a move like this to make sure the stones on the right side don't communicate with k7, even if white goes Atari and pushes down, it's not going to build twice. So, and no way to connect to the corner either. So black could kill without going down. Play this move, make sure the group on the right doesn't go out to the left. Push again to keep the territory. Here black should go down. Now when white goes up, black can push, push again, and Keima. So again, push the group into the top where black is very thick. And this going down move at m9 makes sure that white doesn't create any eye shape. Because going up, white can push like this, and Hane. And already it starts to form the eyes. That was sneaky. What if Atari first, and then instead of capture, connect solid. Now it's less agi because when white comes out, black can block. When white tries to connect under, black can capture. So it's good timing to play Atari. As long as white is in Atari, he cannot cut anywhere. And then instead of capturing the stone, connect solid. So there are no more Atari, and so on. And this S6 doesn't connect to the corner anyway. So those two stones die. Capturing like this, white has the cuts. So he uses one stone as bait to cut Q10, go out and create some eye shape. Yeah, this move doesn't work. I mean, probably black's plan was to do something like this. So wishful thinking. The way to separate here, it's Hane on the outside. When white cuts, then Atari again, and connect. Now everything is dead on the right. If white goes up, black can cover, and on the cut, black turns to the right. Now on this cut, you gotta check if the ladder works. But if it doesn't, just extend to the left. Or jump like this. But sometimes the empty triangle is absolutely fine. White will push, extend again. If white cuts here, we can let him have a stone. But maybe it's not necessary. Yeah, actually it's not. And even if he takes a stone, not such a big deal. It's only one eye. So the whole thing will die. There were so many ways to kill that group. But now white is out. So black has to hold back a little bit. And it's hard to surround anymore. Normally here, white plays a double Hane. Then, sorry, black plays a double Hane. White cuts, then Atari, connect. Black comes inside from the other side. And the chase is still quite active. But it's much easier for white to make eyes now that he's got some space to jump around. Now it feels just too easy. Yeah, good idea to cut like that. And nice to play the Hane first. It creates some agi. So white panicked and black got compensation. Okay, in the end, not too bad. Take 2 stones, break the middle, and white is still on the run. This Nobi doesn't feel so big. Yeah, good idea to keep looking at the dragon and also separate the top. So far it seems that black missed an opportunity to kill the top right and to keep the right side. Which means black needs to read more accurate in those close fights. This clamp doesn't do much. Nice attempt, but black is safe. Here actually, black can take the stone right away. If white Atari and Atari and Atari again, black answers all the moves, but then white has to come back to protect the cuts. And well, black is center. So now white is sneaky, looking for a squeeze. White could go down in center first. Well, this Atari T11, it's good to keep it for later. So peep, very good. Destroy the eye shape and jump between the groups. Now, it's still better to play a cap move than when white comes out, black has a Keima to separate the top from the middle. Then when white pushes here, there are some cuts to think about. Kosumi, in this case, if white connects Nobi, so the top group doesn't have ice, and also the one in the middle. I mean, if white struggles now to live in the top, black will just Nobi and kill everything. All the dragon is going to die because there is no way out. Now, for white, it's a priority to save the large group first, and then black will just Kosumi, and there's not enough space in the top for those guys. So already, black gets a lot of profit taking the top stones while chasing the middle. Therefore, the cap move is the right way to attack here. This is a little bit loose, and it doesn't feel to connect so well to the middle stones or the one on the left or the one on the right. I mean, for white it's very easy to just come out at h11. But when black plays very tight, h12, and white tries to come out h11, black will cut first, and this makes things tougher for white. So at least black can get some profit in the center. Or hang on, black can just extend to the left or extend to the top. And now when white captures one stone, black has the combination to play Atari and Atari from behind. So this will enclose everything. So remember the cap move instead of 2 space. White seems still in danger like this. Nice to separate. Okay, so white is still running. The vital point is actually this one. This time the cap is not bad, but the follow-up could be better. Black should attach. So the idea is to try to get c10 while forcing white escape. So if white just turns direction to connect to the bottom, black either bumps or pulls back. Like this, black gets nice compensation killing that stone. If white answers with a Hane to connect on the left side, then black is strong enough. With all these forcing moves, black can play a Keima and again surround the big dragon. So this is preparation for the kill. Lean on the left to kill the right. Or attack the east to kill the west. Or the other way around. Now this way, white's dragon has many liberties, so black is going to lose some stones. Why not this move? Then white connects, black captures 2 stones. When white cuts, the fight can still continue. Atari Nobi. Connect first. Go down. Well, it's still difficult for black to make too many liberties inside. But in the end, white has to play and clean the board. This is an option too. When white plays here, black can connect white connects, then capture the 2 stones. So if white cuts, black takes like this. More agi. White will just connect. So great escape, and white got a few stones on the left side. A little bit lucky for white. This block is fine, makes white defend. Then gotta kill the top. Good idea. But actually, before doing that, which seems killable even if white plays first, black should still play something on the left side. There is a little bit of agi in that area. Yeah, so the group dies. No need to play a sophisticated move. Just Atari to capture when Atari take. This one seems to give more forcey moves, so white can go down, black takes, then Atari take, then the jump here is quite annoying and the push. So white has a better endgame like that. Yeah, good idea to remove the base like this, then cut and kill. Excellent. So now it's very difficult for white because white kinda ran out. I mean, all his mission in this game was to escape the group on the right. He got a few stones, but not so impressive, and lost a lot in the top. He just made the game closer, but it's still difficult to win it. So now endgame, very good, Sente. This block is big too. This one, all those moves are forced in Sente by white. Ane here, okay. Shape, that's fine. This Ane is good. White should play G1. Because like this, black can play H1 and white still needs to protect J2, and everything is center for black. When white plays G1 and black pushes, white Atari connect, white blocks in center and saves some points. Well, for black it's interesting to play this Hane, because if white blocks, black can go for a ko. So white will just Nobi, then H1 is center. So small endgame. This is only 1-2 points. It's better to play H1 in center than some other moves. Now M5 and it's done. That's good. Ah yeah, also the capture at M14 was pretty big. This is a 2 points move in Gote. H1. Honest. So back to the game. 2 points in Gote, white blocked. And no more big points. White is trying a last attempt to leave inside. Actually, black doesn't need D19. Here, yeah, black needs another move. So the big highlight of this game is the chase on the right side, where black should push from the middle towards the top, where the group is very thick and white will collapse. Enjoy the review and smash them next time.